So now, what I'd like to do is take some time and tell you about the album, you know. It's almost like an instruction manual or something. In case you was a little confused, like you thought you was gonna get straight music, but then you got me talking on it, and you got some sketches, and you got like a featured artist and stuff like this, man. So check it out. I one time heard an artist talk after each track and before each track, however you look at it, kind of about where he was at mind state wise and stuff like this when he was writing the track. And I thought that was really cool, man. He only did it on one album, and so I kind of want to incorporate that into my CDs, you know, tell you about it and stuff, man. You know, if we ever become, any of us, any of my friends, any of us become big old superstars, man, we all already know that the media will manipulate your interviews to sell stuff, man. You can be the coolest media cats that you know. They're still in it to make money, you know what I'm saying? So the things that you say may be twisted and turned into something else. And we don't want that, man. We want you to know the truth about the way that we made stuff and how we really feel and stuff like that. Well, this is my way of just letting you know where I was or what I was thinking or, you know, what the song's about. And again, like I said on the first album, you can interpret the songs however you want, man. You know, they can completely be about fucking shooting up heroin for all I care. But as long as you enjoy the music, that's what really counts. And if you don't enjoy the music, well, then just don't listen to it, man. It's cool. I ain't worried about it. You know, it's not a big deal to me, man. Well, if you do like it, that's awesome. And thank you very much, because I do put in a lot of time. Like a lot of my friends, man, we put in time for this stuff, man. You know, I may be making things like electronically, but you'll hear on this album that like a lot of that guitar play and the bass and stuff like that was me. I played that stuff. You know, I don't just make electronical music on these programs and stuff, man. I'm actually playing some instruments. I don't own a drum kit yet, you know. I don't have room for it, man. And so I build drums and then I play instruments over it and then I write to it. Or I already had something wrote and I, you know, give it to you. Anyways, man. So, obviously, you know, the CD started off with an intro, because I thought it'd be really cool to have, like, an intro, man, like something to get you ready for what's to come, you know what I'm saying? And then, so, this time around, with me talking about the tracks, you know, I did it after the tracks, because, I kind of felt like if I told you what was to come before the song, it might interrupt your process of analyzing the song in your own interpretation, you know what I mean? So I figured, you listen to the song, you got a cool idea in your head that may have nothing to do with how I wrote the song, and then I'll tell you about it, and then you'll be like, oh man, I was way off, or nah, I like my analyzation better. And that's all good, man, it's music. Interpret it how you want. You know, it makes you feel good, I hope, man. I hope I don't make any music that's making you feel really, like, down and out, man. That's not the point. I'm just trying to make some music and experiences in my life I bring into music, or I'm trying to take you outside of your mind in everyday reality, you know, just to have some fun, man. I'm like, I think it'd be really cool as if you put headphones on, man, lay down and just listen to the music like you did when you was a kid, maybe. You know I did. I've got my favorite albums. And man, I used to just put them on, put the headphones on, kick back and listen and learn and love the music that I was listening to. Excuse me. Lost in my own world, man. Just hanging out, laying on the floor, laying on the bed, whatever it may be, just chilling, listening to the music. So it'd be really cool if you did that, you know. If not, it's all good too. So, the part with, in case you don't know, the part where it was like, it's called I'm Right Here. That is featuring the song by Slipknot, Sick, the song by Suicidal Tendencies, Get Sick, and also the song by Static X, Osteoelectric. Those are the 3 tracks, and what happened was is they all say sick inside of them. I thought it'd be really cool to act like they were talking to me, you know? And so that's what happened there, and mad thanks to them. I'm big fans of all 3 of those bands, you know? Then we go into more songs and stuff, but then you come across this sketch. You know, you come across this sketch where it's like this cat comes up and you know, he's talking and he's doing his thing, and then he gets, you know, thrown like, hey man, you can't talk that way. You know, and he's like, well, you know, whatever, man. And he keeps on doing it. Then he gets kicked out. Well, there towards the end, man, you know, he says, you know, I got that album out, man. It's coming, you know, I got it coming now. It was kind of like a diss to me, man, because I wanted this track to come out. I wanted this album to come out a while ago, and just life, you know, I've put it in songs, man, that every day want to hit the studio, but fuck if life don't get in the way, though. You know, and that's true, man, it does. When you are an independent, under the underground artist, you know, you gotta live, man. You gotta go to work. You gotta pay bills and stuff, man. You don't have every minute of your life to be able to do this. You're not on the road writing songs. You know, you're not on a label that will set you up with being able to do stuff, you know, time to do stuff, things to promote you and stuff like this, so you're constantly in that mind state. We, as these kind of cats, man, have to have a life and find time for what we love and our passion, which is music, or, you know, via whatever else you're into, man. If music ain't your thing, art. But also you need a job, because maybe your art thing isn't taking you where you want it to go yet. You know, someday you might get there, who knows. And then so, the last album, I did a featured artist track. And I want to keep doing that, man. On each album, I want to end this album with a featured artist from somebody that digs the music, that's listened to the music, that wants to do something with me, you know? I want to do something with almost everybody. Unless I really just am like, no, man, I don't like you. I'm not going to do this with you. Other than that, man, you know, I strongly suggest to my friends, hey, you guys want to do something, I'm all about it, man. You know, let's make a track together, let's do something. And the way that it works is like, I'll come up with an instrumental, and then I'll come to you and be like, hey, here's the instrumental. You dig it? Cool. Let's write to it, you know? It sounds kind of egotistical, but like, I just want to feel accomplished, like I made this whole album. And then I have a friend or another artist that was interested in being involved in it and jumped on it. So like, and then I'm got this whole other album thing I'm building that has to do with like other people bringing me instrumentals and featured on their tracks and stuff like that. That'll be a whole different other album. You guys won't ever even hear any of that kind of music until the day is ready to set that album out, because it's other people's stuff. And so instead of me talking about my tracks, I'll be talking about like, whose track is it? What they do. It's like a straight like big promo thing to them, like a big plug, man. Sure, I'm putting this out because I got a 16 or 10 or whatever it is that we decided to structure the song. It'll be on there, and then I'll be able to tell you about that artist, you know, how the process was of how we met each other maybe, or how we sat down and started to write, stuff like this, you know, little things like that, and it'll be like total plugs to them. That's all, you know, it'll be all their instrumentals, man. I already got a few of them done, and some of which don't feature the artist, but they made the instrumental, you know, I'm actually the featured artist, but you get what I'm saying. And so that's pretty cool, you know. And you know, that's about it, really. That's how this album and albums to come and the previous album kind of are on this structure. Until I decide to change it, that's gonna be what you get. And you know, I hope that you like it. If you don't like all this talking stuff, all you gotta do is just make a playlist now, digital media, of only the songs. You don't have to hear me talking, man. You know, for the most part, that's just for like fans. I personally think it'd be absolutely phenomenal if I could hear Tom Aurora or Kerry King or something talking on a Slayer album about the songs, how they wrote it, stuff like this. I don't want to go and find out what some media has turned into what they thought was cool, when it could have missed could have missed their prime example of what they were trying to represent on that album, what they were shooting for, their immediate goals of how they wanted you to interpret the music. Or it could be just as simple as, hey man, we're such and such, that's it, this is what you get. Fine, cool man, you know, that's awesome too. But again, I just think it'd be cool if more artists did it, so that's why I'm trying it out. So far, I dig it, and this is what you get, man, you know? So, hey man, peace be with you. MC Sick, out for now.